Okay, welcome to the video on equivalent fractions with the area model. This is 8.1. It is our first lesson on fractions. Get excited. If you forget what a fraction is, please click here. Just kidding. You can't really click on this YouTube video. Sorry. But what you can do is Google fractions or go to Khan Academy and they'll give you a video that you can use. Okay? You want to see if you can test your knowledge. If you know fractions, well, we're going to start off right away looking at a fraction. We're going to draw a picture of 3/4 right now. 3/4. So if you want to pause the video, pause it and draw a picture of 3/4. We're going to use the rectangle model for all of the work we're doing today. So if you did a picture with shapes or you did a picture with a circle, that's fine. But get used to doing it with a rectangle because that's going to be the easiest way to do this drawing. So 3/4, we need to break our rectangle up into 4 parts. And then what we do is we are going to shade in the 3 of those parts that we just colored. I wonder if this is how I shade. Oh, that's the whole thing. Don't want to do that. That'd be a bad move. All right, we're going to get our marker out and we're going to let's color in crayons. That's kind of cool. So you're looking at 3/4 right here. This is our 3/4 drawing. And I click the button. It's going to look amazing when I say boom. Okay, that's pretty cool, right? So you're looking at exactly what we talked about, 3/4 right here. And what you're going to do is write down 3/4 underneath it. And you're just going to draw 2 of the same pictures. When you're making equivalent fractions, you're going to draw 2 of the same exact pictures. It's really easy. Right now, this says 3/4 is equal to 3/4. So that's our equal sign. Maybe I'll make that a little closer. 3/4 is equal to 3/4. All right? Now, all you have to do next, after you draw the same rectangle twice, is change the second rectangle into a different fraction, all right? You must split it into equal parts. Let me show you how. We're going to cut this rectangle horizontally in half. So we're going to cut all of these fourths up, turn each fourth into an eighth. So now you can look at that rectangle. We did not shade anything new. All we did was add a horizontal line, and we have a new fraction. We still have equal parts here, but our new fraction is 6/8. You're right. So you can see you have 8 equal parts, 6 are shaded in, and we didn't change our shading at all. Let's do another one. Okay. Look at these 2 rectangles right now. They're representing 2 equivalent fractions. If you are saying that it equals 1/3 equals 1/3, you're absolutely right. But we're going to change that second fraction. Okay? This time, I'm going to add 2 horizontal lines to change the fraction. Okay? I could just add 1, and that would be an equivalent fraction. That would be, right, 1/3 would equal 2/6, but I'm going to change this by adding 2 horizontal lines. 1, 2. And now I have another equivalent fraction. I did not change the shaded area at all. So 1/3 equals 3 shaded in parts out of 9. 1/3 equals 3/9. Do you think you could write down the steps of how we do this problem? How we find equivalent fractions using the area model and images? I can do that for you too. So, but why don't you pause, see if you can write down step 1, step 2, step 3, and see if you match up to the same answers I have. All right, so let's see if you got what I got. Step 1, draw the rectangle and shade in the fraction. Step 2, draw that same exact rectangle next to the first one and shade it in. Step 3, divide the rectangle by drawing horizontal lines. Step 4, write your new fraction, your new equivalent fraction, and give yourself a high five for getting it right. So let's do that right now. Let's follow these steps by creating a equivalent fraction for, let's do, I don't know, I forgot. How about 3/8? Yeah, we'll do 3/8, right? Okay, so step 1 is draw the rectangle and shade in the fraction. So I drew a rectangle for 3/8. I drew it in, I separated it into eighths, and I shaded in 3 of them. So I have step 1 done. You can pause the video and do step 2, which is draw that same exact rectangle next to the first one and shade it in. Why don't you do that right now? I have the advantage of the computer and copying, so I'm a little quicker. So there's the second rectangle. Right now it looks like we have 3/8 equals 3/8. Step 3. Divide the rectangle by drawing horizontal lines. I guess I should probably say divide the second rectangle by drawing horizontal lines. So you can choose. You can draw one line and divide this up into 16ths. You can draw 2 lines and divide it up into 24ths. I'm going to do just one line because it is really the simplest thing to do right here. So now I have 16 equal parts. And if you're not sure, you can touch the screen and count them. All right? Divide the second. Looks like I've done step 3. Step 4, write your new fraction. Well, if I have 16 equal parts and 6 of them are shaded in, I'm going to have a fraction of 6/16. And step 5, give yourself a high five. I rock. You can use this last part of the video to help you solve the problems today. You'll see the 5 steps of creating equivalent fractions. If you're not sure, go back and watch it again. You can try it out, but good luck to you as you do 8-1.